Yo, good morning. I keep getting asked about this, so I'm just gonna let you know my opinion. I am talking about the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. And I know everyone's gonna have some crazy opinion. Everyone's gonna have a different opinion. It's gonna be very wild for the next little while, but just if you don't know me or are new to this page, I spent just about 17 years in the military, just about 14 of which were at Tier 1 Special Operations Unit called JTF-2. Our sniper team has the world record for the longest confirmed sniper kill. And a huge part of our job while I was there and while I was a sniper was doing close protection for VIPs up to and including the Prime Minister when he would go to dangerous countries like Iraq or Afghanistan. We would be in charge of that security. So I'm very familiar with the layout of these types of things and what the jobs should be. And yesterday, what happened, I have no doubts in my mind that the shooter had help from somewhere within an agency, an organization, or the government. The second I saw that aerial photo of what they were saying happened, it immediately made no sense to me. You cannot, in broad daylight, get onto a rooftop within, it looked like maybe a couple hundred yards, if that. You can't get into that position with a gun when there's a president speaking. It cannot be done. It's not like you don't even need to be a sniper to know that it's the most fucking obvious thing, an obvious place in the whole world. You could be a 7th grader, like, what do we need to do for security here? Well, let's look at these rooftops that are almost within zeroing range of a rifle. So it's something happened, and I'm not pointing fingers at anyone. It's too obvious that this guy had help getting there. So whether it's someone turned a blind eye or it was strategically planned, I mean, it had to be planned to a certain level because events like that and security like that, it's not a small thing. And that is the most obvious place to be. On top of that, I find it very strange that, if the story that comes out is like, oh yeah, he snuck into position and he got set up and nobody saw him, it was an oversight, security and Overwatch, and we just made a mistake, sorry. I think it's also very weird that if that's the case and someone is good enough to stalk within 150 to 200 yards of one of the hardest to stalk targets in the whole world, you're not going to miss a shot. You're not going to miss that shot. Like, if you have the skill set to get in there, avoiding all of these security, all the different layers of security, then you will have the skill set to hit that first round. It doesn't make any sense. So my opinion is, and whether this comes out now or way later, is that this guy had help from somewhere. And I think it's obviously concerning. It's going to be wild. I think it's all you're going to see for the next little while. Anyway, just because I keep getting asked, that's my 2 cents.
Well, I'm glad he gave us the 2 cents because he obviously knows a little bit more than the rest of us do. And that's where I want to go to this next piece of evidence. Here is the time that was taken. A lot of people have compiled this footage of the incident. I want to play it for you so you can see it and echo what he just said. And I may do another video and mention this clip a lot because it's very helpful. But I want you to see how much time Secret Service had before the shot went off, and they knew.
He was doing his job. I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be at some beautiful place with a gorgeous ocean. The
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look.
They
There he is right there.
Roof.
Right there, see him? He's laying down. See him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
And still I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator.
What's happening?
Civilians
and
noticing
it.
it.
Take back the White House because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it.
Yeah, look. There he is.
Officers have been alerted. Look how the seconds are going by as he's inching around on that roof, sneaking in place.
We have criminals, we have drug dealers, we have people that should not be here. And it's much tougher than if it happened. We have the strongest border ever. In recorded history, we had the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they can do it. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love so much? You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you? Because these teleprompters are so damn boring, I try and explain that. Oh, there's it. Wow. You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right?
Look how
So
much
that's where
time
I
has
left
passed.
office. That
Still
was
nothing.
the lowest point, and that comes right from the
He's now able
government
to aim,
services.
get in place.
Comes right out of Border Patrol.
And I want you to, again, I'm pausing the time, pausing the clock, as he just eloquently sort of pointed out to all of us, look at this image again. You got a sniper on this roof. Where else is he checking? Like, hello? Elevated rooftop from 430 feet away right here. What's going on? What? How did this get missed?
Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then
And look at the time going by.
the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit over that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something, you say, look at what happened.